is a social sport. They say it's all about community. Clearly, they aren't playing at a 5.0 level. This is 5-O's Don't Have Friends, your ultimate look inside the high-stakes Jacksonville and North Florida pickleball scene. I'm your announcer, stepping aside for the only two guys ruthless enough to call it like it is, Philip Jackson and Dr. James Roman.
Hey, shit.
Go ahead.
And just like that, we're live.
Watch out, people. Episode 1.
Numero uno, the inaugural edition of 5-O's Don't Have Friends podcast.
I feel like we got to start this podcast out with a story behind the 5-O's Don't Have Friends.
Yeah, it's kind of a harsh title. I'm not going to lie.
It's not easy.
It's legit, man. That's like in your face. So first of all, who are you, man? Who are you?
Hey, I'm Dr. James Roman. I am a pickleball enthusiast, a pickleball athlete, so to say, a chiropractor and doctor, father, and just one hell of a human being, I would say.
No doubt. And I am Philip Jackson, Jacksonville Beach. I'm also a pickleball enthusiast. I have whatsoever, but that has never stopped me from doing anything in my entire life. Hence, I'm co-hosting Jacksonville and Northeast Florida's premier pickleball podcast.
My goodness, people have no idea how premier it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be premier.
All right, so let's talk about like what the concept of 5-O's Don't Have Friends. Where did it come about?
So James and I have been playing pickleball for 4 years. We're here in Jacksonville Beach. We started at Jarbo. It was friendly. It was fun.
Yeah, all right. It was September of 2022.
Yeah, almost 4 years ago, right?
Yeah.
No,
it's 2022.
Yeah, 2022. Okay, yeah,
2022.
4 years ago.
4 years.
Right. This is riveting content. You're welcome, audience. And so it's fun, and everybody plays pickleball. They get a little bit better, and you progress, and you go.
The whole community aspect is so amazing.
Wonderful. We had our own group, the Jarbo Junkies. Shout out, Jarbo Junkies.
And we had no idea what we were doing,
just like this podcast. All right. So the one thing that we noticed is as you go along, you kind of make new friends because you get better and you just naturally gravitate.
I mean, we went from Jarbo first. We were playing at Jarbo for like the first 9 to 10 months, and then we made our way slowly to Donner.
Yes. And then at Donner, you meet a new group of people. And trust me, you do a lot of losing along the way.
Losing at Donner.
We're still doing a lot of losing along the way.
I mean, more so you, but
yeah. It's all right. Hence the lack of credentials.
Let's be honest on this show.
Yeah. You can't be honest. Why have a podcast? But we notice as you get higher and higher, like you're still friendly, you still want to play with other people, but at some point, something subtly shifts, something subtly changes.
Absolutely.
And all of a sudden you realize you're like, oh, I love playing with Katie Sue, but I don't know if I like playing with Katie Sue anymore because she hasn't advanced as fast as we have.
I would say in my own head, we weren't the ones doing it, but we noticed other better players. Like people that we would lose to, they just would like stop playing like lesser players, I guess. They just wouldn't, like they would only play with higher skill players. Not us at the time. And we're like, man, they're just like, they almost didn't feel like they were part of the group. They were kind of like separate, at times,
Yeah.
And I think that's where we were like, man, I don't think 5-O's have friends.
Dude, 5-O's don't have friends.
They're the ones that be like, no, I'm not going to go in that game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go in that. And I'm going to hold my paddle in a different game. I'm not going to put it in the rack. I'm going to, going to force them over here. And that's what we noticed as we got better. We saw more people doing that, and I think we at some point may have done. I mean, we may have organized our own foursomes apart from a group. I mean, I don't know if we do that a lot, but that's what we did.
Yeah, and you don't have to be a 5-0 to not have friends.
Yeah.
But you can be a 5-0 don't have friends personality. In fact, you think about Jeff Foxworthy, you might be a redneck. So if you are a paddle puller, you might be a 5.0 don't have friends.
Absolutely.
If you organize a foursome
and
don't include your close friends.
If you go to open play and only play in your foursome, you're definitely a 5-0
don't have friends. Shots fired. Let's be honest. James and I have 5-0 dreams, right?
Total 5-0 dreams.
Hey, we have 5-0 wives. Like, shout out to our wives for letting us do this podcast.
Absolutely.
We are not 5-0 players. But we may be a 5-0 don't have friends
Yeah,
at times.
At times, we will circle back into that every once in a
All
while.
right. Now that we've beaten this theme to death, that's the reason.
That's the reason we came up with this podcast, because we thought it was always funny. We were like, every time that we would talk about a better player than us, we're like, 5-0s don't have friends.
Yeah, 5-0s don't have friends. It's a real thing. And for the podcast itself, James and I talk to each other every day on the phone, sometimes twice a day. 90% is about pickleball, 10% is about complaining about our 5-0 wives. It's to be expected. And it's really talked to more than my own wife. And, at some point in every man or person's life, they think to themselves, we should open a bar. Right? Everyone's had that idea. We should open a bar. Well, we're smart enough to know that we're not going to open a bar, but we should host a pickleball podcast.
We should do a podcast. And that's where this came up with. That was the concept and the idea.
Yeah.
That's why we're starting it.
Very good. So expect some content from us moving forward. We're going to have some special guests. In fact, today's first special guest.
Yes.
We are filming live from Jack's Pickleball Store here in Northeast Florida's premier pickleball facility.
Absolutely, with one of the best owners here in town that loves pickleball.
You were able to get the owner of Jack's Pickleball Store to
know people, man. I know people.
It sounds like he's the doctor.
Finally, get included into this.
Making our stuff happen. Well, can we meet him? Can we bring on the man?
Oh my God, Ty Atkins, please.
Well, let's give it over.
I'm going to give you my mic, my friend. I'm going to give you my mic. All right, let's get set up. Good to see you. Welcome to the show, my friend. Welcome to the show.
As he gets mic'd up, I will show you the new logo, which is now sold by Jack's Pickleball Store, which has long been a pusher, if you will, of Selkirk items. And with the recent acquisition of Bread and Butter by Selkirk, we now have logos in store.
Watch out.
So watch out, Bill Welch, who is the big logo. You got some competition.
Hopefully you recover from surgery, my friend.
Yeah, Bill Welch has 44th surgery in the last 2 years. So get better, Bill.
44.
All right, Ty Atkins, let's talk.
So, all right, tell us, how did you get started in pickleball? How did you start playing?
Okay, I'll try to make this quick, but it was late 2018. I had a friend.
2018?
2018. Wow. It was a while ago. Wow. It should be much better.
OG right here. You would think. OG.
So a friend of mine that I've known ever since middle school, he started playing before me and just would not stop about pickleball. I had no clue what it was at the time. It's like, pickle what? So, of course, I Googled it.
Hold on, sorry.
Is that your phone?
Sorry, that was my phone. I think it might have been my phone.
Try the do not disturb, James.
All right. We're gonna stop for a second. All right, so Todd, tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you get started with pickleball?
All right, so my name is Ty Atkins. Currently, I own Jack's Pickleball Store. Before this, I had no clue what pickleball was. Never played before. I originated mortgages.
Oh, no way.
Total opposite.
Wow.
Yes. Got into pickleball in 2018 through a friend of mine that I've known ever since middle school, and he would not stop about this game of pickleball. I had no clue what it was, but he would just hound me about it. Every time that I talked to him or saw him, he was talking about pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
So it got to the point where I had to tell him that if you stop calling me about playing pickleball, I'll play. So that happened. And before that, when I Googled it, it was all very old folks that were coming up on the Google searches.
That's what I had thought too.
Yes.
At this point, I am a very old folk. So this actually tracks. This actually is. Yeah.
This is your story.
Well, at the time though, everyone was like 30 years our senior. So yeah, I was like, what are you doing with your life, man? Beating up on old people. That's elder abuse.
It's a question I still ask myself.
Yes. So I finally went to the court. He showed me how to play, weird rules, how to keep score, serve underhand, all the good stuff. And there was this couple, a man and woman, they were at least 70 and smoked us. We're talking trash to us the whole time.
Oh my God.
So with that, I didn't want that to happen ever again. So I haven't stopped playing since.
It's motivated you ever since.
Yes, motivated me well enough to open up a pickleball store.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the opening of the pickleball store. How did it get started? How did it come to fruition? You started this about 2 years ago?
Technically about a year and a half.
A year and a half ago. Okay.
Yes. So a little after I got into pickleball, playing for I'd say about a year, I had some ideas about basically a pickleball training tool. I had a bad habit of choking up on the paddle handle, putting my face on the my finger on the paddle face, just like that. Yes. And with that, balls were hitting my finger and going places where they shouldn't have. I was losing my full extension of the and length of the paddle. So I just kind of got in the lab, had some ideas, made some prototypes, and created a product. So after that, I knew Andy Zarka, who owned the original Jack's Pickleball store in San Marco. Shout out Andy.
Yo, Andy.
And so at that point, got with him about selling my products in his store. And as our relationship just started to build and build, we had talks about opening up a pickleball facility. But at the time, especially in the areas that we wanted to, the pricing was ridiculous, as it still is.
Yeah.
But in that process, we were looking at different spaces, and we came across the one that we're in today. And so we pivoted from a pickleball facility to a retail shop.
Awesome.
This is in Neptune Beach, Florida, next to the
Yes.
tax office.
Yes.
Which is
Yes.
I don't really pay taxes, so it's shocking that I know that.
All right. I want to know who had the idea to put a small pickleball court in, because I love that. I love the dinking court here.
Yeah, so that was actually like a collaborative idea.
Mm-hmm.
We figured we wanted something to where people, it wasn't just a regular shop. You could just walk in, there's just stuff. We wanted people to interact and be able to do stuff while they were here, have something a little unique.
Here's my biggest question. Do other people besides me and Phil come here just to dink with you?
Very few. There, just
So there's openings.
But you can't do that. There are openings. You can come here, try paddles. You can get away from your work day for a little bit and come in here and just blow off some steam and dink with Ty
Yes.
whenever you want to.
It breaks up the monotony of my day.
Absolutely.
Feel
I
free.
highly encourage it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my favorite thing about the store is coming in and trying stuff out and just seeing how it feels. But I just like all the things you have here, man. All the clothes, the shoes, the paddles, everything's. It was very well put together. I thought you guys.
Thank you
did a
very
good job
much.
for store, man.
Yeah, we truly have all things pickleball.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, all right. So, talk about some of the collaborations you're doing, because I think you're working with Toontown. You're also working with the new athletics gym that's coming up. Tell us some of the stuff you're doing.
Yes. So we are collaborating with Toontown, which is downtown by the Jag Stadium.
Mhm.
We have a roughly 1,100 square foot pro shop in there now. We've expanded over the past couple of months. So now we have almost everything we have here in the store. We have paddles, clothing, bags, shoes, accessories, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
So that's going strong right now, building every day with that. We have a collaboration with the Yards in Sawgrass.
All right. Awesome.
We
You mentioned that.
Yes.
We got on the
Shout out Norley.
Norley. So we supply their pro shop there.
Nice.
And there's a new place opening here in Neptune Beach for people who've lived here for a while, right by the old Kmart.
Oh, what's the name of that place again?
Fusion Fitness.
Fusion Fitness. All
It's
right.
opening very soon.
Okay.
We're supplying the pro shop there as well. We're supplying the goods for the pro shop at that location as well.
So that's great, man. I mean, you got the
Thank
main
you.
store, and then you have all these collaborations that you're doing with all these places. Locally.
Definitely.
That's awesome, man. That's great. That's
You know,
great.
something about your origin story. We all have it. We all have a story of how we got to pickleball and how we got enmeshed in this life. And for you, someone who originated mortgages and then made this transition, I think it was probably a frictionless move since you mortgaged your entire future to run the store. So
Here we go.
Good
there
for you.
go. There's the tie.
here's the
Jackson.
hashtag dad joke. Do you know how hard it was for me to keep that in for the last 5 minutes?
That was good.
I have no idea. I have no idea what Ty said after mortgages, because that's where my mind was like, I'm waiting. I gotta get it out.
That's
all right, how is the business doing? Like every time I'm in here, I always see players from Donner or from Jarbo coming in.
People from Orange Park will make the job.
Yes.
Like I know I'm not the only one that stops. I know me and Phil may be the only people that come in and dink, but I see usually when we come in, there's 2 or 3 other people here locally that we can get a game going in and get a little dink session going on. So I know more like the store seems like it's always busy.
Luckily, it is. It's been truly a blessing with that. Again, we've been open for about 1.5 years now, and things are going well. We're still the only true pickleball store in all of Northeast Florida, so that's a huge plus.
Yeah.
I have people coming from Fernandina, St. Augustine, the West Side, all over the place, not just here, very locally.
Awesome. All right. What I love about Jack's Pickleball Store is the paddle demo setup where you can demo a paddle. We have a few friends. This is what I usually do. I get a paddle that I really like. And I also I'll like it, but I like to date around other paddles.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? So I like to
Yes.
try and see what else is on the market,
Mhm.
So I will usually stick to the same paddle for like 3 or 4 months, and then I'll come in and be like, Ty, what do you got, man? Like, what new paddles do you have?
Yes.
James, did you get married at 20,
No.
25,
No.
33? So there's noticing a pattern here. Guy dates around before he locks in. Just saying.
I like to see
This
what's
is-
on the market.
For sure. James is definitely a habitual paddle demoer.
Right. So now to our buddy, who shall remain nameless, is on the weekly program.
Yes.
That he is. Every week.
Listen to this. He finally, after a year of trying 52 paddles, because one new paddle a week, finally purchased a paddle from Ty. I was so happy for him. I was like, way to go, man. Way to settle down. It lasted like 3 weeks because I saw him this past week and he's playing with the Selkirk broomstick demo. It's like, are you kidding me? Like, you just bought a paddle with your money. Now you're demoing again?
And even for him to buy that paddle, I had to discount it greatly.
Shout out to our unnamed friend.
All
Yes.
right, so we're gonna wrap up the episode. I thought we would do a segment that I like to call "What is that, man?
What
is that?" All right, so it's kind of like an airing of grievances, but I can't call it an airing of grievances.
Can't just lift the rest
I mean,
of
trust me,
Seinfeld.
we will have an episode of just sheer airing of grievances about pickleball. But what we like to do on this segment is just talk about something that comes up when we're playing. That's like, what is that, man? All right, so you're getting ready to play a foursome, and it's just you and your boy, and your boy goes across, and you're like, you specifically want to play with your partner or your boy, and you guys start drilling, and then 2 other people show up and take you aside, so you end up having to play with somebody that you didn't originally walk on the court with. What is that, man?
What is that, man?
What is that?
That is 5-0s don't have friends. Like, new person, I don't want to play with you.
I mean,
What is
the
this?
5-0 thing would be to be like, well, no, I'm waiting
Yo,
to play with
dude.
him.
Right. You're not good. I can't play
I'm
with you.
not good at. I'm not a 5-0 yet, obviously. So I feel uncomfortable saying that. So I just kind of like bury it down deep inside, where the pain and all the other pain in my life from pickleball stays, and I just let it eat at my soul. That's all.
Good.
Makes sense.
One of our periodic segments, which is going to be quite popular amongst our burgeoning audience, is the tattoo segment, where we talk to our guests about interesting tattoos they may have. Ball related, some are not, but it's our good fortune that our guy Ty has an amazing pickleball tattoo. Ty, can you please tell our viewers what the tattoo is about?
Okay, so I know it's going to be in a 2-part segment. As the store owner and a tattoo person has a
It's all we
tattoo
could
as well.
afford.
So after opening the store, I mean, I was all in, of course, in pickleball, and I just love it so much. It's one of those things to where I played other more traditional sports, basketball and football, growing up, and pickleball is one of those things to where just the community, the competition, just the fun, the amount of fun was awesome. So I decided one day to get a tattoo of a pickleball court with the dimensions on my thigh. That way, when I wear my short pickleball shorts, people can see it.
Mm-hmm. And your co-host and your podcast co-host can stare at it awkwardly.
There was short.
Awkwardly. Very short. Very short. For those of you listening to the audio version, these are very short shorts.
They are my pickleball shorts.
They are pickleball shorts.
All right, so that is his cool tattoo.
That's cool tattoo. This will be a segment moving forward on various episodes.
So let's close it out real quick one more time. I just want to do another closeout. So we want to thank everybody for joining us on our premiere first episode of 5-0s Don't Have Friends. We look forward to giving you great content every week, every other week about North Florida. Shit, sorry.
It's northeast.
Northeast. Okay. So, we want to thank you for joining us for our primary shit. You did the fuck.
Let me do it. All right, checking by my non-existent watch. This podcast has gone on long enough. We want to thank you for staying with us to the very end. And since this is our premiere initial episode, we are sure that only our 4 friends are the only ones watching it. So we thank you, and we need to work on. And we would have more friends, but what's the theme, everyone?
5-0s don't have friends.
But thank you for staying with us. We'll be producing more content moving forward. with people from our community, because it really is about the people you meet along the way on your pickleball journey. So we have other facility owners, tournament directors, interesting characters within our little pickleball world here in Northeast Florida. And it's been a lot of fun, and we look forward to seeing you on the courts. And if you're good enough, we won't pull our paddles. There you go.
See you guys.
Peace out.
Oh my God. That was
Good
so
stuff. Hey.